So I just harvested some corn that I planted recently. I couldn't think of the best thing to make out of this corn, but this Asuruasu. I could remember growing up, my mom always made this for us, and honestly, I really enjoyed it those days. So the thought came to me, and I was like, I need to try this with this maize, and the turnout and the taste was super amazing. Guys, let's make this together. So guys, to make this asura soka, you need the corn kernels. Okay, now what you need is the soft kernels or the ones that have not dried. But if you don't have the ones that are not dried and you want to use the hard ones, maybe the ones you can buy that are dried in the market, you have to soak it for some time or just parboil it for about 20 minutes and then you can use it. But in this video I used the soft one that have not dried, that are still soft, that I just harvested. Okay, so you can see how you remove the kernels from the cob, and once you are done removing that, you then add in a little bit of water and wash. Although there is no need of adding that water to wash it, because I didn't add sand or anything to what I to my corn kernels, but I just had to wash it anyways. So after washing, you transfer into either your food processor or a blender. You don't need to add too much water, just little water, because you don't need too much water. Okay, if you want, you can still blend it without adding water, then after you can add water later. You can see the quantity of water I added, just a little once, and you don't need to grind it too much. You need to grind it roughly. Once that is done, you set it aside. Then the next thing I did was to prepare my brisket bones and and my fats. But if you don't want this, also you can make let go of it. But I said to add this, so I added the brisket bones, added some thyme leaves, dried thyme leaves, added onions and seasoning cube, and a little bit of salt. Then I allow it to cook. After cooking, I have to set that aside as well, because I'll be needing it in my Asuruasu or corn pudding or corn moi moi. Next thing is to blend my crayfish, my onion and my peppers. You need a lot of onions and a lot of crayfish for this recipe to have a better taste. And like I say, you don't need to add extra water again. Just take some of the blended maize or corn and then add into the blender, then use it to blend the peppers and the crayfish and the onion. Now pour this into the main corn that you've blended. Add in your uba or ubaka, depending on how you call it from your own side. So you add it, then add in some palm oil, some red palm oil into this. Make sure you are using a good palm oil that has a good taste. Add in about 2 seasoning cube. You can add your seasoning cube based on the quantity you are making. Add in some salt to taste, and then combine or mix everything together. Then the next thing you need to add is your scent leaves or nchuanwu. Add in your scent leaves and then mix and mix. Make sure that you mix and combine everything thoroughly. Now guys, it's time to wrap this Asuruasu. Now I had to go to market to search for this leaf, these all my leaves, but oh my god, or etere, anyone, moi moi leaves, I wasn't able to see. I couldn't see or get the fresh ones. I only found these dry ones. God, I had to soak it for some time in water, then rinse it before it softened this way. So just watch carefully how to wrap these leaves. So you wrap the leaves just as you see me do in the video. Maybe I'm going to make a special video on how to wrap these leaves anyway. So you wrap the leaves, just follow the tricks. Okay, now to the center of this, you'll be scooping in your Asuruasu. But if you don't know how to wrap these leaves, or you can't get these leaves, anyways, you can use a waterproof or an aluminum foil. Wrap it very well, then you boil it. But if you can get these leaves can also add extra taste to your Asuruasu, honestly, and it will also make your Asuruasu to come out perfect, like because this is a traditional way to wrap it or to make it. Those days the grinding of this maize is done in a mortar. So once you are done grinding it, before you add other ingredients in it, then you wrap it up and then you are ready to cook it. You may use two of the leaves like I've been using, or you may also use just one of the leaves if you are sure that your leaf won't leak. You may also use one, just as you see me doing now. You may use one of the leaves to also scoop in your asuruasu, and make sure you don't overfill the leaves, because if you overfill it, it's going to pour out and you're not going to like it. Okay, so don't overfill it. So once you are done wrapping your asuruasu, now you have to put water in a pot to start boiling. Now use some of these leaves to cover the bottom or the base of the pot, and gently drop in your wrapped asuruasu into the pot. Cover this and let it start cooking. This has to cook for 2 hours, complete 2 hours, no no deduction. Yeah, so when you are in the process of cooking, make sure you are checking it from time to time. Once the water, you feel that the water is drying, you can add in some water like you see me did just a few minutes ago. You add in some water, cover it. After the 2 hours, your asuruasu is ready. You find that it has kind of gotten strong or hardened a bit, not that it's going to be strong, but it's going to form, you know easy to handle and all that, like like this is one of the best delicacies, traditional delicacies in my place. I am from Imo State anyway, guys, and my mom loves making this, and I love eating it. All my siblings, we love eating this amazing delicacy, and I know once you try this my recipe, oh my god, you're going to love it. It's a very simple and easy recipe to make. So it's corn season. Please get the corn and make this. Like I said, if you don't have the soft ones, you can use the hard ones and soak them, or you parboil it, then use it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.